Hello. I kind of wanted to make a quick video about this character because I'm level 99 and this is really fun and really strong. I've done all the Ubers and all the like 8 mod spamming T17s, T16.5s and all that, and the character is giga strong. I've made several changes since my last video. Like using this broken piece of shit unique over dual wielding. This is giga broken. I don't die to literally anything. I face tank everything. I can stand still on Ubers, on most abilities, and then just spam uh, ball lightning because this is just a better bossing skill. For mapping, we use the dude, the Shock Nova thing. I wanted to go over a few things. First, this thing is still broken. I highly recommend anyone playing this build to try this out. I think it's massive quality of life when clearing. When it comes to clearing, I feel like knockback tattoos, 2 of them help a lot. I also have a tiny bit of knockback here. It really doesn't mean anything, 3%, but I feel like this helps a lot because it sort of pushes enemies that are up close, right here, into the center, like near the map device, by constantly pushing them away, like abyss rares and stuff that really like to come in to your face. This setup is very broken. This tattoo attack block cluster is insane, and then the spell block and Svalin just makes you immortal. What else? This interaction with Nadir mode, imbued intensify on both of these gems, and this gem is insane. It's free, like almost like 50% more damage or more. I think it's like 60 or 70% more damage once it's stacked up, and these stacks like persist throughout mapping or during bosses unless you stop casting for whatever reason for like 10 seconds. I highly recommend checking this out if you're crit, and of course you should go crit late game. It's just ridiculous amount of damage with the amount of cast speed we have, and Nadir mode. It's very easy to keep up like 3 intensity stacks on bosses, and which means you have permanent uptime on 3 intensity and 3 overloaded intensity. On bosses, I also changed this to +1 intensity to have 4, which is a lot more damage as well. Another thing I wanted to mention that I don't see people doing is Animate Guardian. I know that specters are broken on this build with these guys. What's it called? Let me see. Skills, Raise Spectre, Mana Spectre, yeah. These two I know are broken, particularly the Fortune, because it gives you so much damage, and the Guardian is a little bit more defense. But from my testing, they die a lot unless you put in more investment into them, and I don't really want to because this is not a minion build. But I didn't really know what to do with my last couple of gem slots, so I decided to try them out, and they're good. They're definitely better than AG, Animate Guardian, but they die a lot, and if they die, then they're worthless. And so for that reason, I prefer Animate Guardian. Of course, with Animate Guardian, you have to gear it, which is a little bit more expensive, but at this point, if you are willing to put in Animate Guardian in your build, then you probably have enough money to gear it as well. I'm using Kingmaker and these 2 uniques, which give you a bunch of health regen, and the action speed reduction immunity, the crit immunity, and then the rarity and the crit multi and all the good stuff, right? Gloves and boots are just rest cap, and my gloves have Unnerve on it and lightning exposure, just for some extra damage on Ubers, which you otherwise you don't really need, because I already have exposure right here. The Animate Guardian, like, it's not super reliable, by the way, because the area of this is very small. As you can see, like, if I move away this much, it's gone. But when it does work, it works really well, and it's by far the best use of my gem slots with companionship supports, so I like it. And I think, yeah, that's it. Nothing else to really talk about. I love this character. It's my first time playing a ManaMan stacking guy. He's turbo tanky. He has ridiculous DPS on Ubers. Fun to map with. The one thing I would like to have in this build was some kind of explodey so that he can clear packs really easy. From what I can tell, there's no way to really do this other than getting a Crusader chest, which means you drop a lot of defense from the Eldritch Implicits, or a synthesized Scepter, which is annoying to craft, and I don't really want to gamble all that money because it's I actually had a 15% explode scepter that I wanted to try craft into a good scepter. It was a good starting base, but the issue is it's only a 15% explodey chance, which is not that good. I would want like a 40% explodey for it to really feel good, and I don't think 15 was worth the investment. So at that point I decided, okay, if I really want the explodey, I'm just going to swap to a Gloom Shrine or get like an elevated Crusader, but at this point I think I'm happy with the way it is. So yeah, I don't think, I guess the two main things I wanted to point out was that Animate Guardian is low-key better than Spectres, I think, or at least worth checking out. And second is this interaction between Giga Cast Speed, Nadir Mode, and Overloaded Intensity is very strong. And the knockback nodes. And then this guy in combined with the knockback nodes, I think is very strong. Yeah, GG. I might post a video once I reach level 100 of like just doing all the Ubers Maven witnessed and see what it looks like, just as kind of a goodbye to this build. And yeah.